You are locked down on Purple Things Podcast.
Wow.
The best platform for teenagers. On today's episode, mental health and teenagers, anchored by Miss Afolake Olofiniiyi.
Good morning, Mr. Winishala. Thank you once again for the opportunity to be here at Purple Things Podcast. So today's episode, we're definitely going to be talking about mental health disorder. So always excited because I am super excited, and I'm glad to have you here with me. Thank you for always coming. Thank you for supporting our vision. Stay with me and let's dive into today's topic. According to the 2019 World Health Organization statistics, 1 out of every 300 persons suffers from one or two mental health disorder. So what is mental health disorder? Mental health disorder is like a wide range of condition that affects your way of thinking, it affects your behavior, your reaction to things, something that just affects your normal lifestyle. That's what mental health disorder is. And it can be due to a variety of causes, which include trauma from childhood, abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, bullying from friends, and so on. It could be due to failure too. Perhaps you failed in summer, you failed in one of your exams in class, or people had this high expectation of you and you just sort of disappointed them. It could lead to mental health disorder if not properly checked. Bullying from friends, bullying from family members, insults and hate speech can also lead to mental health disorders. So every cause has an effect, and we're going to mention about one or two effects of mental health disorder. First, it leads to low self-esteem, low self-worth, and negative thinking about oneself, like self-sabotaging abilities. A mental health that is not in its most normal state will definitely function in an abnormal state. Therefore, you tend to see people in a different way. You tend to condemn yourself. You tend to think you're not doing enough for yourself. You just tend to have like a sick ability. You channel your successes and your failures to things that you're not meant to channel them to. All of a sudden you just forget that you are a warrior. Waking up to see each day, it's like a big one from you, but you don't see yourself that way. You see yourself lower. You see yourself as a kind of failure that you actually are not. That's one thing that mental health disorder can cause. It can also lead to plethora of failures. You just find yourself failing in literally everything. Even the things that give you joy now seem to bring sadness. You just don't understand what is going on. You're just down, like you can't eat well, you just lose your appetite. This social anxiety, you don't want to stay around people, you don't want to socialize because something is actually wrong inside. Another effect is anxiety, like you're just scared for nothing. You don't know why you're scared. You cannot place why you're scared. You're just, you're just scared. You just feel out of blues and you don't just know what to do. And sometimes you can't even talk to someone. Like nobody can understand, nobody can relate. People just think something is wrong with you. So these are like the effects of mental disorder. The effect of mental health disorder. My high school teacher always says something that the presence of a problem shows the possibility of having a solution. While mental health disorder is rising fast in this 21st century, I, however, have the good news for you that yes, there is a solution. There's something we can do about it. There's a way we can abate it and reduce its effects in our lives. So first of all, no matter how hard it is, because honestly, it is not easy. It is not easy. I know and I understand that it is not usually easy, but I believe it's possible. First, talk to someone, preferably an adult. Yes, I suggest strongly that you talk to an adult because they have one time or the other been through what you're going through and they can actually help you. They can relate. They feel even much more pressure than you think you do. So they can always, a reasonable adult would definitely find a way to help you through that situation. Number two, I suggest you see a therapist. If you feel it's getting out of hand and people around you cannot understand what is wrong with you, like nobody feels what you feel, nobody can relate to how you're feeling, it's high time you go see a therapist. You could search for one online, or you could talk to someone who knows someone that is a psychologist or a speech therapist or a social anxiety therapist. And believe me, if you're consistent with your therapy session, you'll definitely come out stronger. This is very important, and I want us to note it. Avoid negative energy, avoid negative people, because we are products of what we see and what we hear. Energies are contagious. If you stay in a negative environment for a long time, automatically you become negative. It just sinks into your subconscious. It's not your fault, it just happens. Our brain are very receptive and they are sharp. You get? So you have to choose where you go to. You have to choose the things you see, the things you watch, the thoughts that you permit in your mind. You have to be very careful of what you allow, of what you believe. Be very careful, else it can affect one's mental health if not properly checked. Spend time in meditation. Meditation is very important. Meditation is just you sitting down somewhere cool, close your eyes and ensure that all your thoughts are in line, everywhere is quiet, everything is still. That way you can definitely get in touch with your soul. And no one gets in touch in their soul and remains the same. No, you come out better, you come out stronger, you come out as a warrior, as a true warrior that you are. I would encourage us to apply all of what is mentioned in today's program, and believe me, your mental health will never remain the same after listening to this particular podcast. My dear listeners, before we conclude today's podcast, I would like us to affirm the following with me. I am strong, I am smart, I am a winner, I am a warrior that neither loses the battle nor the war. I am fearless, that's my reality. Let's go again. I am strong, I am wise, I am smart, I am that warrior that never loses battles nor the war. I am fearless. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Mr. Benishola. Thank you everyone for listening. Till next time, bye for now.
American Corner offers you the cooperative learning environment where you can learn various programs and get various resources to help you boost your learning opportunities as individual. Never miss the opportunity from American Corner.